Hi, it's Michelle, your holistic health coach. And today I wanted to come and share with you a recipe for actually a healthy chocolate pudding. And it doesn't use avocados because I'm not sure if you've seen the recipes that tout chocolate avocado pudding. I've tried it. I'm not a fan, but I'm definitely a fan of this pudding. And this pudding utilizes chia seeds to actually thicken it up. If you're not familiar with chia seeds, they're very, very tiny seed. There's black chia, there's white chia. I'm not sure if there's some other varieties, but they pack a punch. Chia has a great deal of protein, fiber, has calcium, several minerals, manganese, phosphorus, zinc, copper, potassium, has omega-3 oil, and then it's a good source of antioxidants. And of course, you know, antioxidants are so very important. So this is another source of antioxidants. And what I've done is I'll post the recipe in the comments later, but I use full-fat coconut milk. And I always have that on hand because I use it as a creamer in my tea, and I also use full-fat coconut milk as a replacement for like whipped cream over berries. So I always have that on hand, and it is rather thick. So what I've done is the recipe calls for 2 cups of milk, and I used a cup and a half of the full-fat coconut milk, and then I cut it with water. If you're using like an almond milk, a regular milk, you wouldn't need to do that. So that's just, or you could use the light coconut milk in the can, and you wouldn't have to probably cut it at all either. So what I use is that, and I also use coconut sugar for my sweetener. Now you could use a liquid sweetener like maple syrup, or you could use raw honey. I like the coconut sugar, and so I actually heat up my milk just really low temperature for, you know, maybe 5 minutes, just to melt, to dissolve the coconut sugar. And so I've already done that. I've heated it up, I've added the coconut sugar. It also has cacao powder, has a pinch of pink Himalayan salt, and then the chia seeds. And so once you've heated it up, I like to put it in a large measuring cup that has a pour spout, so it makes it not quite as messy when I'm pouring it into my jars. But you'll do that. You'll pour it into, you know, you could keep it in the pan, or you could put it in the measuring cup. Add the chia seeds, whisk that really well, and then let it sit. And come back. It usually takes maybe about 10 minutes. Come back a couple of times and whisk it again so that your chia seeds are not clumping. And so then you end up, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but you end up with this type of a texture. And you could make it thicker. It really depends on how you like your pudding. And then I will just pour it into these 4-ounce canning jars, because you know I love my canning jars for, you know, use in the kitchen. And then this I'll put in the fridge, and it will set up within a couple of hours. And this is a nice grab and go for lunches. You can add it to, you know, a lunch, have it mid-afternoon for that sweet treat. But chia seeds, you know, they're very beneficial. They help with healthy skin, digestion. Of course, you need to be careful because of the fiber content. If you're not used to using chia seeds, you want to start small. You want to start with a little amount because the fiber, it could cause some digestive issues. It's great for heart health. It boosts your energy, helps with metabolism. Of course, it has calcium in it, so it helps with your bone structure. And so, you know, give it a try. I use them in puddings. I've used them in my smoothies. I've added them to my oatmeal for that protein punch in the morning. You can grind them into a flour and use them as an alternative flour for gluten-free baking, like pancakes, muffins, that sort of thing. You can also add them with fresh berries and make a jam where you're not using the gelatin. It's the chia seed that actually is causing it to gel up. So these are a few of the ways that you can use chia seeds. You can use them whole. And actually chia seeds is one of the seeds, unlike flaxseed. Flaxseed we really don't digest unless it's ground. But chia seeds, we can utilize them and digest them. So they can be eaten whole in the form that they are, but if you stick a tablespoon of chia seeds in your mouth, you're going to have them stuck to your teeth. If you haven't used chia seeds, when they are added to a liquid, they actually form a gel around the seed. So it's like sprouting, or like blooming is the word that I like to use. And so of course when you stick them in your mouth, they'll just absorb that liquid in your mouth, and you'll have to drink a lot of water to get them out of your teeth. I've used them mainly just in their whole form, but I've added them to liquids to use them as a thickener, or again for the benefits that I've mentioned. So one of the other flavors of pudding that I've done is I've taken a frozen berry mix and I've added them. When I've heated up my milk, I add those berries, and then I take a potato masher and I just kind of mash those up, and it comes out as a wild berry chia pudding. I've been wanting to try like a roasted banana. I loved banana pudding when I was younger, and I've been wanting to try a roasted banana chia pudding too. So there's many flavors that you can add. Your favorites, use your favorites, but a healthy chocolate pudding, a healthy, your favorite flavor pudding. I hope you give it a try. Leave a comment. Let me know how your experience with chia seeds, if you've used them, or if you're new to chia seeds and you give them a try. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear back from you. Again, as always, I'm open to any of your feedback, anything that I can help you with. Please leave a comment, or you can private message me, and I'll help out and answer your questions. Enjoy the rest of the day, and have yourself a nice cup of chia pudding.